Well, I want to go back to that hike, the waterfall hike we already did. Twin Falls. Maybe you'll go back there with Amanda too, because like I told y'all, when I didn't know I was going to the same waterfall I'd been to before, but once I got there I recognized it. So I got there and I was like, oh, this looks really familiar. I think I've been here. It was I had ice climbed there a few years ago during an ice climbing festival in Munising. And my buddy Amanda, the one who's about to visit me, was my ice climbing partner for that trip. Like, that's the only time I've ever ice climbed, her too, and we were like going there to learn how to do it. And that was one of our sites that we climbed at. And I didn't realize that's where I was going. I just like picked a random trail that looked like it had self-service to stream. So maybe when Amanda gets here we can go do that one again. Should I tell her that it's the one that we went to, or should I not tell her and just wait for her to recognize it too? I think that would be funny. She might be watching right now though. I might have ruined it. She doesn't really watch me. She created a Twitch account because of me, because I wanted her to help me test something, but I don't think she ever logs in. Yeah, interesting to see if she recognizes. I think she'll recognize it. She's pretty good about that stuff. She's good at like recognizing landmarks, but we'll see. Well, I'm new to the camper, so I haven't been that many places in the camper, but I've been camping like in a tent pretty much my whole life, and I really like the Blue Ridge Mountains for backpacking. Like the Shining Rock area is one of my favorites. I used to go there with my dad all the time. And then for like car camping, like we had a pop-up camper when I was a kid, and my favorite place we went in that was here, I'm just gonna, Nico's being indecent. We went on this big trip out west, like a big loop, and all throughout Wyoming was like my favorite part. So we did like Jackson Hole, Jackson Lake, we did the Grand Tetons. It was really fun. TOS. Hopefully not, if it's just Mingo. What are other good camp spots? I mean, like, so live streaming travel, by the way, guys, they are stranded in Peru right now, and they stream down there if you want to follow them. But camping in the mountains around Cusco in Peru was like, oh my god, the most picturesque, like, beautiful camping experience I think I've ever had. We were at too high altitude to have any bugs, so we didn't even have to deal with bugs. And it's just like pure clear skies at night. You can see all the stars. You can see the whole Milky Way. It was like cool weather because of the altitude. It was amazing. So that's like one of my favorite camping places for sure. But I've only been once, so I don't know if I can count that. Yeah, the sky while camping. I had a funny experience there. Everyone in our group everyone except for I think one person got altitude sickness at some point, and I hadn't gotten it yet, and I was feeling pretty good. And then we did our like high mountain path, and that night after the pass, like the pass set it off for me, so that was my limit. I just had a really bad headache, and that was it. It was just a headache. I started to feel a little nauseous, but like I also know how to recognize altitude sickness. You know, I've got like the wilderness first aid and all that. So I knew what it was, and my guide knew what it was too, and he got all excited, and he was like, I have oxygen. Do you want to use the oxygen? I'm like, okay. So he went and got the oxygen bottle, and it made the headache go away for like 3 minutes, and then it came back. So after we like couldn't make it, he went and made me like some tea. That didn't work either. And then after nothing worked, he was like, look, just go outside and throw up and you'll feel a lot better. And so we were all like in the dinner tent, and I went outside and threw up like right next to this like river that was running through the Andes. We're like on the descent now, right? So it's this like river with all these rocks around it, and you can see, there was a clear night, so you can see like the whole Milky Way. It was so beautiful. It was the most picturesque barf I've ever had. It's so funny. And then he was right. I felt better immediately after. You just gotta like trick your brain. Yeah, it was a nice experience despite what was going on. Pretty funny. I just like hung out outside for a minute after that happened too, because it was just like so pretty outside. I was like, wow, I'm really glad he sent me outside. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. I've got to remember to wear sunscreen up here. I didn't wear it today, and now I'm red. Hi, bud. You behaving now?